Hey folks, this is Dave Wood. I'm actually live at a hangout in Dave Sharp's house right now, the one that you just got invited to. It's a live broadcast. It's happening now. You're on it. We've got two cameras going on, this one and the one out there, but I just wanted to kind of prep you for what you're about to see. We've got a room here right now that has produced more than $21 million in commissions over the course of the last 13 months. We're about to show you how. We're going to offer you an incentive today to take some action to get the results that you want, and we're going to show you how to start turning money around quickly. So let me kind of walk out and we're going to introduce you to what's going on.
What I want you to do, we're going to be sharing those on film at the dinner that we're going to go to later on tonight. You're going to hear a little bit more about how you can be part of that, how you can listen to those training videos. But without hogging up too much more of the time, I want to go ahead and pass the computer over here to my good friend Chuck Marshall. Let him share with you.
It's so badass.
Hey guys, this is Chuck Marshall hanging out in Dave Sharp's house here, and just like Chris was saying, it's been totally awesome to be here hanging out with all these different leaders here at Empower Network, and it's been really cool for me too, because I've learned a lot of things this weekend for just hanging out with these people that I'm hanging out with. And just like Chris was saying, this is definitely where you want to be at. And now for me, I just crossed over the 1 year mark being in Empower Network, and I'm right at like $406,000 or $407,000 made for myself. My best month being a little over $53,000. And not only that, I couldn't get there unless it was for the efforts of my team duplicating, and they're doing that because of Empower Network and the products and everything that we have here. Of course, you guys know that, but you know, I'm extremely happy to be here hanging out with everybody, and this is the best year I've ever had. I mean, you know, personally, financially, everything. So I don't know what else to say. Who wants it?
Well, just say you're a badass, brother. If you don't get in, you don't love your family.
Well, that's true. That's true. If you don't get in and you don't love your family, that's true. So, I got Toby Black standing right next to me over here. I'm gonna pass it off to him.
What's going on, everybody out there in internet land? I just stole the computer from this young man. When you're sitting here at home,
without damn rhyming.
Sitting at home right now watching this, no matter what beginning point you're at, maybe you're just getting started, maybe you just signed up a couple of minutes ago, maybe you've been in for a few months or a year, look at all the different people in this room right now. It's not you don't see like this common thread apart from a couple of things. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different personalities, we've all done different things before. Some of us were homeless, some of us were drug addicts, some of us were professionals, some of us were broke musicians. There's tons of different backgrounds here, and that just proves one major thing, and the most important thing, that anyone can do it. No matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, no matter what you look like, what you sound like, anyone can do it. Flat out, Empower is the easiest way online to make money. If you think about it, you have to have an offer, a funnel, you have to drive traffic, you have to do conversions, you have to get merchant account, you have to do all of these things. If you're not in Empower, when you're in Empower, all of that's done for you. All you have to worry about is getting people to your site, and we teach you how to do that. So Toby Black signing out here, but just remember, no matter what level you're at right now, no matter where you're at in your business, you're in the right place at the right time here with Empower Network.
Hey Toby, can I ask you actually a specific question? This is Dave Wood, and I don't know if you guys can all see me, but now a lot of people are busy, okay, and they wonder, is it possible for a guy who's part-time or no time to make money in Empower? Now you've had lots of income streams over the years. You still have income coming in from all over the place because you don't have a market, right? Now you went through a period where for 6 months straight you did nothing with Empower Network. So I don't want to know how much you make now, okay? Because I mean, we all know you're just, you're balling. But I want to know how much you made in that 6 months when you did nothing.
It's absolutely ridiculous. In about the 6-7 month time frame, we made like it was over $90,000.
So $90,000 in $6 from
months.
A broke musician. Now, just real quick, playing off of this topic here, if we take both cameras around, I want to introduce you to Lawrence here. Now, Lawrence, you got started in Empower Network, and you were completely part-time, because you work full-time, right?
Full-time.
How much did you make part-time in Empower Network before you were laid off at your job?
I think you had a blog post that said I did like 50K in like 72 days. No, it was 56 days, 72,000.
56 days, 72,000.
Yeah. Part-time.
Wait, 72,000 in 56 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, part-time.
Part-time.
I'm just saying, guys, part-time. Now, real quick here, we've actually got a guy who, Chris Record, he was just talking. Come over here real quick, because a lot of people, and I just want to speak to everybody in the audience here, they say, hey, I can't work full-time on this. You guys are scheming on the internet all day. Now, how many hours a week do you work, Chris, outside of Empower Network, I mean, at your job? Because you got a job. It's like it's...
Sure. Well, I mean, just to be completely transparent and honest with everything here, while we're all here brainstorming, you know, the majority of the time I've even been here, I've been working. We're just doing so many things.
Guys,
working at my corporate job.
Yeah, we're working his job. He's actually sitting here on his, getting assignments done for his work.
I am
here while we flew.
And I have integrity to the job. It's not like just a job where I just want to fire my boss. It's actually a business that I'm involved in. I love it. But I loved Empower so much I didn't want to miss out on this. So I said, how can I, in an hour or two a day, how can I create a good income here? How can it be automated? How can I get a system in place to be able to do it? And in 6 months, I've been able to make about $125,000 total income working about an hour or two a day marketing. And you know, if I ever do have any extra free time on the side of an hour or two, you know, I'll study, I'll learn, I'll try to grow, but literally about an hour or two a day actual marketing. And I've got 2 kids under 2 years old. So sometimes people say that they don't have time. And I'll tell you, if you don't have time, let me tell you something. It's not about how hard you work, it's about how smart you work. Learn how to leverage the small amounts of time, be effective, make as much money as possible because you deserve it, because you love your family. And that's why you deserve it.
You do deserve it. I just want to point out 2 people in the room that have made over $100,000 in under 6 months who are part-time. 2 people, and you got in. You didn't get in at launch. See, sometimes people say, well, yeah, if I got in at the beginning like Lawrence Tam did, I could make money. But how much did you make in the last 11 days?
The last 11 days, the first 11 days of
We're
December
talking,
so far,
yeah,
just fresh right now, has been right around $26,000 in the first 12 days of the month.
So $26,000 in
26,000. It's crazy. Every single day I get these commission notifications. I call it the Dave and Dave spam because it just comes, Dave and Dave, you earned another commission, you earned another commission, you earned another commission. Wow. I'm sitting here working my day job going, where am I earning all these commissions from? Because I'm not currently doing any work, but I'm still getting paid. It's because momentum. If you take massive action and create massive momentum, you can experience spam from Dave and Dave as well. You got to get there.
It's the best thing ever. So we've got now 2 part-time guys over 6 figures in under 6 months working an hour or 2 a night. Right now we've got 2 in the room. Now it doesn't guarantee that you're going to do that. I'm just saying there's 2 in the room right now that are part-time. Now next thing I want to cover just real quick is people who don't got money. So we're going to go over here to Kevin Connect, because now I'm not saying you don't have money now, you know, because he wouldn't be on the live stream. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to bring broke people on the live stream when they're broke, right? We got Kevin Connect. Now, Kevin, what do you got to say out there? Now, some people are on the webinar, they're like, I'd like to get all in Empower. Now, we're going to talk about what this means here in a second, but we're talking about how much did you have when you came to our event in Atlanta? How much did you have to your name?
We had just about $500 in our checking account.
500,000?
No, $500.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that it was only $500. Now, you spent your rent money on getting in.
Correct.
Hey, real quick, Melissa, is that true? Did he spend, wait, who spent the rent money? Was it him? Okay, so he spent, and you got kids, so he spent the rent money and you got kids on getting all in, right?
Right.
Okay, so you had $500 in your checking account. How much did you have in your checking account at event number 2?
$35,000.
That was including all the money you spent on marketing, which obviously wasn't a lot because you were broke. That was including the commissions, flying out to the event,
right.
And still you'd made $35,000 event 2.
We made $60,000 and we kept $35,000.
So you kept 35. It was fun to spend a little bit of money,
yeah.
Isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
I heard a guy one time, a long time ago. He said, you know, my first year, I really succeeded. I made $995,000. And you know what he said? He said, you know how much I spent? About $995,000. That's not as much. You're doing good. Only like a third, right? Now, next thing I want to do real quick is I want to go over. Some of you guys, you know, some moms are watching this, right? Or you know, something like that. So real quick, I want to introduce you to Nicole Cooper, right? But when you got in, you were like
8.5 months pregnant.
Wait, just hold on. Let's get this again. So everybody, you got in how pregnant?
8.5 months pregnant when I started.
And she was still beautiful and she was gigantic, right? I mean, it was just like went out there. Right? So now, let's be fair, right? So you got in 8.5 months pregnant, and you had a kid. You had some depression going on for a bit, which you're now out of.
Yep.
So great to see you smiling
Celebrating,
all the time, just glowing. So you're out. And how much money have you made in Empower Network?
$112,000.
$112,000 as a mom. Okay.
It didn't work for like 6.5, almost 7 months of the 13 months I've been
Really?
Yeah, so I worked about 6 months and made 112.
That's awesome. Give her a hand, everybody. Give her a hand. Guys, so we're just going around with stories in the room. Now, real quick, here, let's turn it around because the guy who's actually holding camera number 2 is Mr. Rush here. Now, some of you guys are burnout network marketers. You're burnout on internet marketing because your life sucks. You know, you've been on the phone. You know what I mean? You go to the meeting, and today we're going to tell you to put down the phone and pick up the paychecks.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, put down the phone, pick up the paycheck. Right, but you were one of these burnout guys.
Yeah.
Right? So you were burnout, right? You weren't rich when you got in. You didn't get in and start slamming a big list.
No.
No, you didn't have a lot of money. Now, people think you had a lot of money because you've made good money.
I made good money.
And you spent it like we all have, right?
Yeah.
Didn't lost it, spent it, right?
Yeah.
You made a lot of money and spent it, right? Because sometimes people do that, and that's okay. Now, what's the most you ever had in your checking account before Empower Network? Just sitting in the
one
bank
time,
account. Yeah.
$32,000.
So now that's a lot to most people.
Yeah.
Now what do you got? Just curious in your bank account. Now you've been network marketing for how long? Direct sales for
oh Lord God, 20 years.
20 years. Most he ever had in his checking. Now he's made good money. Most he's ever had in his checking account is 30,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a little while, and it all went back out. Yeah.
And right now, how much you got in your bank account?
In our primary account, the one that we actually spend money out of, it's like. It's stupid because it's uneducated to have that much.
It's a couple $100,000. Yeah, just sitting in his checking account. You know what I mean?
And then we got investments and those.
And he's got investments, but he's got $200,000 sitting. Hey, just curious, when you go to your bank, because this happens to me,
yes.
and you just withdraw some money, does the banker's face just go
well, here's what happens. Like, you get ready to wire money somewhere to do something or whatever, and the bank teller does this. They're like, okay, what's your account number? And then they're like, would you like us to help set an appointment with one of our investment advisors? Or it's like, no, it's okay. We know what we're going to do with that. It's your money. They don't see that. They usually see $200 in their checking account. You know, like the average check balance in the United States is like under $500, and yeah, it's funny to watch the look on their face. It's kind of cool.
It is. It's hilarious. So, Tony, all right, guys, we got story after story after story after story in the room. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one of these right now because we're going to get to everybody over the course of this live stream, okay? And what we want to do is we want to lay out for you guys how to make $1 million in 2013, okay? How to make $1 million in 2013. It's going to be the purpose of this webinar is how to do it, okay? Now, here's how we can teach it is because we've done it. Right? Now, last year we've done, in the last 13 months, what we've done, Dave, we're up to like we're up to like 21 million something in commissions right now. Yeah. We're up to 21 million commissions. We're doing about $1 million a week in commissions right now. Yeah. So right now people are earning about $1 million a week in commissions. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend. Hey, can somebody clear off this whiteboard here? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a short time, not like hours on the whiteboard because we got tons of people, but I'm going to spend, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend about 10 minutes on the whiteboard explaining how to make $1 million in 2013. Now, it doesn't guarantee you're going to do it, right? Because you can't guarantee me you're not a wussy, okay? But it's going to be the formula. So if you follow the formula, you're going to get a much more predictable result. But it was talking to Chris Record the other day. Now, Chris, can you come over for a second here? Now, this is another guy, one of these guys who was in one of these old school companies running around in Walmart and stuff, right? And we used to walk up to people in Walmart and we'd say, you seem like a sharp person. Now, first we'd wander around looking for a sharp person, and you get nervous because you're in Walmart, right? And you're trying to avoid the security guards because they kick you out if they catch you. I got kicked out of 3 Walmarts in Phoenix, Arizona. I think there's only 4, right? But you got to kind of avoid the security and look for people dressed in suits and stuff because, of course, they're the sharp ones. And then you walk up, and what do you say?
You compliment them. You tell them how sharp that they look, and then you see if they keep their options open to looking at new ways of making money outside of doing whatever they're doing. Mm-hmm. And by complimenting them, they get really excited, and so they're like, they're always open. And then you get your phone number. But in that company, which we can't say the name, right? But it rhymes with
Ramway.
Rhymes with Ramway. But in that company, we used to go out prospecting back in the day. Now, I will say, look, it was a great experience. I don't wish it upon everybody, but learning how to be able to do that is an amazing feat in itself. But, we used to go and just find sharp people. That was our day-to-day job. It was like go to Starbucks or go to the mall or go to some coffee shop or go to some place. Find sharp people. And I don't even know how you determine sharp. Maybe a nice shirt.
Sharp. Yeah, it's like a nice shirt. Just like you look good or whatever it is. Yeah, David Sharp.
David Sharp. If I saw David, I would be like, hey, you look sharp.
I'd be like, what's your last name? And you'd be like Sharp. You'd be like, shit, you are the man I'm looking for.
I've been looking for you for 5 years. You know,
So
but yeah,
you've been doing that
I
for a
wandered
long
around.
time.
Yeah,
Now, here's
I wandered around for 5 years.
For 5 years. Now,
Yeah.
here's the point I want to get across to you guys. Okay, what I'm going to show you relatively is easy. Now, when I say it's easy, I ain't saying you don't got to do nothing. Now, maybe you can sit there and be doing nothing because you were marketing before, and commissions are just hitting your inbox like there ain't no tomorrow. But there's something that went before that you got to work. However, when I say it's easy, I'm saying that because I did this bullshit, right? And I've had jobs. And I'm telling you something, compared to any job I have, this is the easiest shit ever. I just sit there and money hits my bank account like nothing else exists.
Absolutely.
So here, Dave, you want to hold this just real quick? And I'm going to do this. I think you got to get a little bit closer. You got it, Tony, on that end? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Formula to $1 million in 2013. Now what I'm going to do after this formula is we're going to go around the room because people in this room have made a lot of money, okay? They've made a lot of money in Empower Network. Some of them, this is the first time they've made a lot of money. Sometimes people think, hey, only the top people get into this shit and make money. Not true, right? Some people here, it is their first time making a lot of money. Tony Rush has made a lot of money, but he ain't never had a couple $100,000 sitting around in his checking account wondering, God, how do I spend this? You know, I can, right? He's made a lot of money before, okay? A lot of us have made money, okay, before. Some people have not. All right, but all of us have got wisdom and insight. So we have a unique opportunity because this room is the foundational leadership responsible for creating over $20 million in commissions in the last year in Empower Network and is going to be responsible, along with you, in 2013 in doing over $100 million in commissions, okay? And they've got wisdom to share. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to draw out the formula and the steps that you need to take, and then we're going to all give some wisdom and insight on how to make it work fast. And for those of you who decide to take action on what we say and get all in with us and make a commitment to run with us, for those of you who do that, and it is going to be limited to a number of you who do it tonight, those of you who decide to do that, you know what we're going to do? Is we're going to actually record something a little bit later on tonight. We're actually going to break down this process for you, and we're going to show you how to get into profit now. Okay? So let me show you guys the formula for making $1 million in 2013. You excited about this, Dave Sharp?
Yeah,
Well, Dave Sharp isn't excited about it. He's like, I want to make $5 million. I made 1.9 last year, right? But for the rest of y'all who want to make $1 million in 2013, this is how to do it. You ready? Okay, this is how you create an income, and I'm going to be really quick because we got a lot of people and we need to go out to eat tonight, and it's my anniversary, and my wife's like, Happy anniversary! Hey, she's the most badass girl ever. Everybody give Ashley a hand. So here's the formula: is you got to start from where you want to go and work backwards and compress it into daily activities. Okay, actually, somebody was talking about this the other day, the formula for creating a lot of money. Okay, and let me show you how to do it. So we got $1 million, and what's $1 million in a year? It's about $80,000 a month, $85,000 a month.
3.3. Yep.
Okay, so we're just going to say 90 because my brain doesn't work that fast. Okay, so we'll be over $1 million a little bit. If you make $90,000 in a month, how much is that a day?
3,000.
3,000. 3,000. Now, real quick, not everybody here makes 3,000 every day, right? But real quick, Tony, here, let me put this on you. Tony, have you made 3,000 in a day before here in Empower?
Best day 72.
7,200.
Yes.
Oh, not 72,000.
No, 7,200 in a day.
I almost grabbed my patch here. Let's turn both cameras around. Hey, Tracy, have you made over 3,000 in a day
Oh,
before?
absolutely.
Now, not every day quite yet, but
Not
you've
yet.
made 3,000 in a day.
Yes.
Now, you've made 3,000 in a day before
Absolutely,
here? You've
yeah.
had 7 days in a row making 3,000 in a day,
Yeah.
right? You've made 3,000 a day before here?
Yeah.
Toby, you made
Absolutely.
3,000. You made
Yes,
3,000. You made 3,000
Yeah.
a day. You made 3,000 a day.
Many times.
Right? So everybody in this room, you guys have made everybody in this room has done this in at least one day. Okay? So how do you do this over a year? Well, it's really simple. You say you need to make $3,000 a day, 30 days a month. Now that's the formula to make $1 million a year, right? Now, if you think about it like that, you say, okay, well, how do I make $3,000 a day? This marker work a little bit better? Let me show you how to make $3,000 a day here at Empower Network. All right. Now, this is going to sound dumb, stupid, okay? But I'm just going to tell you how to do it. We've got 5 products at Empower Network that have paid people over $20 million in commissions. Okay? Hey, can somebody else hold this that has less shaky hands, maybe? All right, because there's probably people on the internet about to throw up, or we could put it maybe even on the table there. I'm like that too. I'm like, you know.
Well, I'm
like
too easily distractible, so I'm like, shiny ball.
He's starting to imagine. He's imagining commissions, right? I mean, Okay, I'm going to kneel down for the sake of this camera here, so we got everybody on here. So here's what I'm going to do. We got 5 products. Product 1, and if you don't have it right now, you don't love your family. Of course, maybe you do love your family and you're buying it now, so that's okay, right? But you can buy it by hitting the button below this video, okay? It's 25 bucks a month, and I don't have time to say what it is right now because we're going to focus on other stuff because we're assuming that you're a smart person who wants to make money and that you realize that, you know, sometimes when we were first around, people were like, oh, on Power Network, they'll be here today and gone tomorrow. And a year later, not only are we doing more sales every month than we were our launch month, but every day is like a normal launch in internet marketing here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting launch money every single day. A year later, and now we're doing as much a week as we did our launch month. You know what I mean? So now it's like you can't argue with it when you look at the success of the room, right? And we didn't tell these leaders, hey, fly out here to Mastermind. We flew them out first class because we're making money as a company. Hey, how many employees you guys see running around there?
Because you're first
4?
class, that's why.
Yeah, because we realize the leaders here, they're not part of our business. They're not our employees that we can just order around. They're our business, right? So leaders are welcome and appreciated here in Empower Network, all right? So realize something that if you ain't in, I just think you're a weenie after hearing that alone and just seeing the incomes in this room. Just join, okay? So $25 a month, right? Product 2 is $100 a month. Now this product in the last year has actually paid around $6 million in commissions, okay? That product has. Now, next product is one-time payment of $500. That is a course developed before in Power Network. Sometimes people say, oh, in Power Network, they only have products that teach you how to sell in Power Network. Well, bullshit. That course, people paid $3,000 for before Empower Network existed. You get a discount of $2,500 when you steal it for $500. Okay? It's the concepts that created a company that's done over $21 million in sales. So stop being a weenie and buy it. All right? Now, product 3 is $1,000. Now, this is the 15K formula. Real quick here, let's take both these cameras around. Here, Tracy, can you grab this one? Tony, grab that one. Now, I should get testimonies from you guys. Now, Chris Record here, he made $26,000, right? $26,000 part-time. You don't do any paid ads.
No, not yet. I want to, and I will, because I'm learning everything in the education. But as of now, just been doing a lot of free advertising techniques.
So he's a blogger, and he teaches you how he's made $26,000 primarily blogging, right, in the 15K formula.
Absolutely.
His training is worth $10,000 in there, and it's part of the training. It's going to be part of about 20 modules we're recreating. I'm just pointing out here, guys, when you were doing your training, okay, I was asking people who thinks this first training was worth more than $1,000. And you know what happened? I had about 100 comments in the GoToWebinar where people were like, it's worth more than $1,000, it's worth $2,000, it's worth $5,000. So the point is that this is world-class education. Now here's the biggie, and this is what I'm going to talk about here. There's an affiliate fee to be an affiliate of Empower. This is obviously we're showing you how to get money. And then we have a product called the Costa Rica Mastermind Intensive, and we're actually going to spend a lot of time talking about this and getting all in Empower Network tonight. Now the Costa Rica Mastermind Intensive, is that what we call it? No, the Master's Course. Right? I'm deleting things in my brain. The first one is called the Mastermind Intensive. This one's called the Master's Course, right? We should have come up with a slightly different name than that. But in any case, this course here is 40 modules on how to get rich, okay? And it's not just an Empower Network. You take this and start a company with it if you want it, right? This is stuff, I actually think every MLM company owner in the world should go through this because they're getting their reps to do dumbass shit that's going to get them to quit their company and join Empower Network, right? That's the truth, right? That company, right? For example, all right, here, Toby, come up here real quick. Now,
here we go.
No. Listen to this for guys. You know, you've made a lot of money in network marketing, traditional network marketing, multiple times. You've made a lot of money in internet marketing multiple times, all right? Now, you've made a lot of money in Empower Network, too. And you've still got lots of money coming in from lots of places, right?
Absolutely.
And you've only been doing this a few years, right? This is a smart man. He actually came in right after I started succeeding. You kind of latched on what I was doing, modeled it on your own, and it worked real well for you.
Why create something new when that's working? Absolutely.
And then they took off and they got their own skills. Now, you have had duplication in teams offline, and you've had duplication online, right? And you can do both. Now, here's a question I ask for you. How fun is it having duplication, getting phone calls all day and night? I'm just wondering.
When Dave said it, and you probably heard him say it, there's so many people out there in our industry preaching the dream but living the nightmare. The first time he said that, it was like stabbing me in the heart. Because here's Layla, my beautiful wife, and I. We're making great money. Yes, we have people in our team making some money, but we're hating our day. That's not your dream life. That's not your dream job. Today, 15, 16 of us had the most amazing days sitting around relaxed, masterminding, coming up with ideas to help you make more money, coming up with incredible products to unlock the lifestyle that you want. That's what we were doing today. My cell phone never rang once. Actually, it did, and it was my baby. But apart from that, it didn't ring. We didn't feel like we were just tied down to this depressing job, basically. So to answer your question, a roundabout answer, it feels absolutely amazing to be building a business, having duplication, having people change their life, but enjoying what we're doing and still having our own life at the same time.
Now, from a value perspective, and this is what I want to point out, now that you know how to do that, you could do it outside of Empower Network if you wanted. It's just funner working with people that are also rich. You know, I mean, that's a point. You know, it's like now I went for years having no friends because it's like I talk to my buddies from school and it's like, you know, hey, you want to go play golf in Texas all day tomorrow? And they're like, I'm in Alaska. You know, and they can't go, they can't do nothing, right? But now I've got friends who are also rich, and we can just fly out to Florida.
Time.
This has been the funnest thing ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
We talk about the most interesting things ever because we have all day to think because we ain't on the goddamn phone.
We're not
right?
thinking about what we got to do when we get home. We're not thinking about the traffic that we're stuck in. We're not thinking about all this bullshit. We're just actually living life the way that we should be, being free.
Now here's the point. This Costa Rica Mastermind Intensive product, one of the modules in this alone, I'm just going to talk about one for a second, the $3,500 product. One of the modules teaches you, it would teach a company owner if an MLM company owner bought that. It would teach a distributor who's always struggled. One of the modules teaches you how to create duplication systems that both maintain freedom and still duplicate through large teams. See, a lot of people, they assume, here's the problem, and I'm just going to outline this real quick for everybody on the call. There's a lot of things that duplicate. Right? A ton of stuff. You know, I've had things that duplicated where the more it duplicated, the worse my life got.
That's what I was
right?
about to say.
Well, that's what happens. See, when you do something, for example, like a three-way call, here's what happens, right? It works because he's badass at closing. And I get my grandma on the phone with Toby. And I say, Toby, I want to introduce you to my grandma. Grandma, this is Mr. Black. He walks on water, he glows in the dark. He's got special powers, he makes tons of money. He helps grandmas all over the world get rich online and offline, doing nothing, not even picking up the phone. And he doesn't ever talk on the phone, Grandma, never, because he's living the dream. Grandma, this is Mr. Black, who I have on the phone with you right now. I'm making fun of all you guys still doing that bullshit, right? But here's the because you know it, right? You can't argue with me,
No,
right? You won't fight me in the comments if you're doing that shit because you know you hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Layla and I are living proof. For months and months and months, we are preaching the dream, but living the absolute nightmare. And every time we go on a call and listen to Dave and Dave speaking the real truth, there was such internal conflict for us because we're doing these things that we hate to do. When we see everybody, you know, it's kind of like the kids on the playground and you got the cool kids that are over there and we're left out on the side like looking out like, oh, man, they're having fun. There's birthday cake over there. Oh, man. And we're just left over here going, oh. That's what you're doing right now. You're looking at this on the outside going, man, they're having fun. They're flying around the place. They're making money. They're having a life. Oh, if I could just do it. Well, you can do it. Yeah. We're giving you permission right now to do it. All you have to do is click the button below right now. All you have to do is click the button below right now, and you can take that first step away from that bullshit nightmare into the dreamland. That's where we're all right now.
Dude, he's a musician, and I don't know, he kind of rhymes when he's talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he rhymes, and it's like, he's like, you know, by now, you realize that you might want to buy now.
By now.
Yeah,
by now, you've been on this webinar long enough to know that you should buy now.
Yeah, you should just buy it. By now you realize it's a necessity to buy now.
By now you've seen that you're on the wrong side of the glass here. You need to be on this side. And by now you've heard enough just to buy now.
He's a poet and you know. Now, so here's the point.
Right,
okay, so here's the point with this conversation here. Pull this back on the whiteboard here for a sec. Okay, so this $3,500 product, all right, one of the modules teaches you how to create duplication systems from scratch. It also teaches you how, if you want to use another one, that both duplicate and maintain freedom, which there's a difference. Because here's what happens if you don't know how to do it. What you learn how to do in this course. What happens is you convince my grandma to get in because he is a badass on the phone. I'll tell you, he is a badass on the phone. Listen to his voice. I just listen to his voice. I want to join stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's got that sexy voice, you know, and he says, can you say wussy for everyone?
Wussy.
Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? I just got a boner. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, guys.
I wonder what that was.
Now, guys, here's the thing, all right? here's the thing. He convinced my grandma, not only did he convince her to get in, but he simultaneously convinced her that the best way to have success is to get her grandma friends on the phone with him.
I love grandma.
So guess what happens? Now tomorrow he's got 2 people calling him on the phone to convince him. And the more successful he gets, the next day he's got 4 people. And God forbid they should each get 1 calling him with their grandma friends, convincing their grandma friends and then their grandchildren to get in. And then by the end of the day, he's got 1,000 people calling him. And you know what happened to me? My phone blew up from 8 in the morning till 8 in the morning the next day, 7 days a week when I did that. So we teach you how to have the result of that.
And better.
And listen for a sec, guys. No phones. No phones in a room that represents about $1 million a month in commissions. No phones. Isn't that badass? Isn't that different? Isn't that different from traditional meetings? I mean, I've been to meetings, guys, where there's like leaders that are making a quarter of what this room is making, and it's like ring, 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 ring. Hello, yeah, Grandma, hold on. I got to get Susan. Susan, yeah, I'm about ready to finish talking about how great our vitamins are, but hold on. Hey, Grandma, you know what I'm saying? It's the biggest bullshit ever. Okay, so like back to this. Okay, back to the formula. So I just want to talk to you about our products and the value of them here real quick. We're going to cover more about the value of this and what this is for in a bit. But here's what I want to do. Here, let's get this more because people can't see. Can we sit down on the chair, maybe? Yeah. Okay, chair. So no, hold on more.
And you can turn it up so you can stand up.
So what's the formula again? Right? It's going a little bit itchy if you guys can hear me. The formula again, right, is to make $3,000 a day. Right? That's how to make $1 million a year. That's how to make $1 million a year. Right? Now, it just so happens that our $3,500 product pays a $3,000 commission. Okay?
By golly, is that coincidence?
That could be a
It
coincidence
just
that
makes me slap my knee and say, gee willikers, is that coincidence?
It just so happens. It just so happens that we have a product that pays $3,000 commissions, right? So now we got a formula to make $1 million a year, and that's to get $3,000 a day. I just like to say get money. You know what I'm saying? Just it doesn't have to
You're welcome to
sound
say get money as much as you want
Dude,
to.
get money. Get money. By now you realize you need to get more money, right? But here's the thing: $3,000 a day is the formula to make $1 million a year. So the question is, how do you get this? How do you get this? Well, here's what we're going to do tonight. Tonight I'm going to show you that what you need to do is you need to sell one of these a day. You need to sell one of these a day, right? You need to get $3,000 a day. You need to get money, right? I like to get money, and by now you realize that you need to get money too. $3,000 a day worth, right? Because you want to make $1 million in 2013. A lot of people say I want to make a millionaire, but they never realize that to make a millionaire sucks, right? It's like having a $1 million house. Well, it's cool. Well, how much money you got? You got $3,000 a day, because then you got $1 million a year in cash, which is cooler than most millionaires, isn't it? You guys ever met a millionaire that can't do nothing? You know what I mean? I have. I met plenty of them, right? I'm going to show you how to get $3,000 a day, which is $1 million a year. Now, here's the point with this. Here's the point with this, right? How do you do that? How do you do that? Here's what you do. What you do is first tonight, you want to be, right now, one of the next 30 people who decides to get all in Power Network. You want to be one of the next 30.
How many?
30.
That's it?
Yeah, 30. Now, we got 1,000 people on here, and a lot of them are in Power Network, and you want to be one of the next 30. Right? One of the next 30 people. Why? Because we've got the formula here laid out, and we've got what you need to do, which is to make one of these sales a day. And what's going to happen is you're going to learn a lot of what you need to know to do that just by deciding to take action, because that's the first step. But what you want to do is you want to get in, and you want to buy everything. Because by now you realize you must buy everything. Because that's the way we do it at Empower Network, because we ain't wussies. We just tell you exactly what you need to know. And we're going to show you how to produce sales and to lead people through a process to where they can get the education that they want in this industry for the first time. Because let's face it, a lot of bullshit's out there. It's horseshit. Yeah, I mean, I was told to do... Hey, Toby, how much stuff was you told to do that just didn't make you any money at all? You know what I mean?
Primarily everything.
Yeah, I know. And then you're taught to do things, and it's like 8 hours of technical skill that you do all of it, and then what did you do? You frustrated yourself for 8 hours straight. Right? What we're going to teach you is high-level stuff. Okay? High-level stuff. And then we're going to show you how to make one of these sales a day. See, here's what we need to do. I'm thinking about it like this. Empower Network did 20 million last year, and if we do 100 million this next year, it's 5 times bigger. Which means Lawrence Tam, he made half. He's out there and getting interviewed for professional video guys, right? Now, he's out there getting interviewed. He made $500,000 last year. Well, I think next year he made $2.5 million. That's what I think, right? And Tracy Walker, I think he made $300,000-400,000 last year. I think you could make 5 times that at least, right? At least I think you actually make $3 million, you know, because she's a woman, you know, and you know, gorgeous and smart and a good marketer. You know what I mean? Like Lawrence, you know, looks like Dilbert. You know? He acts like him too. No, he's not there, so I said that when he's not around. Now here's the thing, guys: 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 a day, right? How do you do it? Well, you sell one of these things every single day, and you're not going to be able to do that unless you buy, right? You're not going to be able to do that unless you buy. So here's what we're going to do in a brief nutshell, okay? I'm going to talk about value of being all in Power Network for a second, and then we're going to go around the room. And here's what we're going to do for the next 30 people who get all in. Now, if you already have the Masters and you don't got the 15K, well, then you need to buy that to be all in, don't you? You need to be all in and have all the products to take us up on this, and you need to do it now because there's tons of people on this. Right, we could go through. There's people actually ordering right now, but I'm talking so I can't see them. So I'll go run out there and check who's ordering, and then come back and tell you how many spots are left kind of as we go through the webinar here, just because I think that's fun to do. You know what I mean? Put the pressure on a little bit. I want you to make a decision, right, to run with us here. Right? Because the formula for Empower Network is super simple, but you've got to be committed, right? So we're going to go through and do this. So what are we going to teach you how to do? Well, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to record a product that nobody can buy. Now I'm going to tell you something. The value I've got this weekend, right, is worth more than the amount that it cost for me to fly all of our leaders down first class, right? And we actually got a lot more leaders around the world that couldn't make it for whatever reason that we couldn't fly down. But this is a representation of some of our leaders in Empower Network. I'll tell you what I got from being around these leaders this weekend, just on selling the Masters course. What I got from it, okay, was worth more to me than the cost of all their first-class plane tickets, right? Of all their first-class hotel rooms, of all their meals and all their expenses, and all the wine and the drinks they've had over the weekend. Why? Because I learned stuff from the conversations that's going to make me an extra $3 to $5 to $10 million next year, right? Because I'm not stupid. I'm humble. I realize I don't know everything. I'm good at a few things. I'm sneaky. You know what I mean? By now you realize that. Right? But the thing is that I've learned enough to make this trip worth 10 times what I spent to fly everybody down here along with Dave Sharp, right? And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have personal conversations over dinner about how to use this information here from the leaders here, how to use this information here to turn money fast. Okay? And to make it back your first month. And honestly, I think that's a little low. I think it's low. I think that you could do a lot more than that. Right? So what's the cost total? It's like 5,100 something?
5125.
5125 or something to get all in. Okay, so if you're brand new seeing this, then it's 5125. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to record this tonight. It'll probably take us a week to edit or whatever, right? And then the people who do it, the next 30, whoever those are, well, it might be the next. I don't know if we're down at all. I don't know how many people have ordered.
Just check 20 next. Actually, I think 26.
20. Okay, so the next 26 people that get all in, apparently, you can take advantage of this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we'll release that in the back offices if you're all in, and it's just not going to be something somebody can buy. Well, you can buy it now for $5,125, right? And then get all this stuff for free. So this is the bonus, if you want to think about it like that. But other than that, you want to be able to buy it. It's going to be private, personal conversations with leaders. To me, it's been worth more than the cost of flying everybody down here, and that's what we're going to give you guys for just taking action, deciding to take action, right? That's what we're going to give you. So real quick, in a nutshell, how do you make $1 million in 2013? You make $3,000 a day average, 30 days. I'm going to say if you want to be smart, make $3,000 or more every day of the week. And don't let yourself go under 3,000. So tonight we're going to talk all night about just making $3,000 a day. Now I'll tell you, Dave, we ain't had a day that we've made less than 3,000 as affiliates in Empower Network for
ever.
Never. Well, when we weren't processing for a couple months. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But other than that, we've made more than that. So we're going to talk about that too tonight. And we're going to show you the formula for doing it and go around and give you some personal conversations that's going to help you accomplish that if you decide to take action. Decide to take action. So Dave, hey, real quick, Dave, can you spend just like 2 minutes? We can go around with everybody.
Yeah.
And can you just show people just the basic idea and the formula? Actually, you know, we should instead of that, we should have, Tony, can you come up? Can you come up? Let's have Tony do it.
Yeah,
We're always doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just show him real quick? Tony, you made 118,000 the other month, and you're on track this month to hit over 100,000 too, right?
Yeah.
So you're making 100,000 a month. Can you show people just the basic formula of how you do that? Dave, can you run back and can you check real quick just how many spots there are left for people to take action?
They're not going to believe this, though.
Okay, yeah, just show them. Just show them.
Okay. Because this is we were talking this week about a 90-day plan, which is really 3 30-day plans, right? And a 30-day plan is 4 7-day plans, and a 7-day plan is just a daily method of operation over and over and over. So nobody's going to believe this. Nobody's going to believe this. All right, so here it is. 2 basics per day plus being all in. Now that won't produce 3,000 hours a day in the first 30 days, or even maybe in the first 60 or 90 days. But I'll give you an idea. I made over $30,000 in the first 5 days of this month because I added on this. See, without that, my first 5 days of December would have been still an admirable income, right? But it wouldn't have been $30-something thousand in 5 days. That's averaging $6,000 a day, which I don't even know what it is now, but it's not 6,000. It's down to like 3,400 a day on average for December because of this. But my focus is still on 2 a day, always at least 2 a day, right? Does that make sense? And you guys, this is not a mystery. I mean, you guys hear us talk about this stuff all the time. And the reason I say they're not going to believe it is because the human mind wants to complicate things. It's like you guys see this, and you hear David say, well, all you have to do is just make 3,000 a day. And the logical mind, your old mindset that's fighting for its life right now, says, well, yeah, just make 3,000 hours a day. You talk like that's just a decision. But it is just a decision, right? It's the difference between a goal and a decision. This is a decision. Because I was talking to somebody the other day, they said, well, I really want to get my master's scores. That's my goal. Like, because we were having a goal conversation. I'm like, what's your goal? I'm like, well, my goal is to get the master's scores. Like, getting the master's scores is not a goal. That's a decision. See, like, I don't say, I want to have French toast for breakfast tomorrow morning. That's a goal of mine. Right? That's not a goal. That's a decision. I can decide to have French toast tomorrow morning. And the same thing here. I mean, this is just a product that we sell. Anybody can choose to buy it. So the decision is be all in, and then follow the training that we give you in these courses so that this is a snap. Like I had 11 people get started last Monday, which I think is ridiculous. I've never enrolled 11 people in a month.
You never been the number 1 recruiter in your company?
I've never been the number 1 recruiter doing anything, ever. You know, 11 people.
Well, because you were on the phone.
Well, yeah, and everything had to be a 30-minute conversation, and everything had to be spoon-feeding and hand-holding and putting your arm around people and grinding and doing all the stuff we don't want to do. But when you've got a machine, right, all you got to do is pour traffic in the top and dollars come out the bottom. It's a machine. It's a commission machine. And the information in these products is what shows you how to do that. So like I had, this morning when I got up, I'd already had 80 leads. And I'd already had like 4 people that had gotten started. So, you know, I'm ahead now after a year of doing this. I'm ahead. So my goal is I want 5 people a day getting started. So 5 people a day for me plus this is how I'm going to hit 1.5, 2 million, 2.5, whatever next year.
Low. Yeah.
And I'm just being conservative. I mean, we did $555,000 in our first 55 weeks, you know, here at Empower Network. But that's the plan, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it because we're going to go into detail tonight.
And let me real quick. Let me ask you some questions. Okay, so not too much story here, but just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Now you got on a live stream like this, like what you're watching live right now was what you were on.
February.
In February.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was on a live stream like you're on right now in February, right? Now he got on this live stream, and I told you the formula for making $30,000 a month was
2 a day.
2 a day. The 8 steps we say in the Fast Start training, and being all in.
Yeah.
It doesn't work without all in, and we're going to talk about why as we go around with the leaders tonight. Okay. Now we're not talking about the dinner. At the dinner, we're going to show you how to turn money fast and get it back fast. That's the bonus product that we're giving you guys. Just to clarify, for how many are left, Dave?
We got about 22 left.
22 people can take advantage of the next 22. Now here's the thing. here's the thing, guys. If you look at this formula, it doesn't work without this, and it also doesn't work without consistent action. Now, I told you that that would make you over $30,000 a month.
Right.
What happened next month?
I did $34,000 next month.
So I told you this one month, and and you did it.
I just went and did it. See, people
Okay.
aren't lacking information. What they're lacking is just take action and get rid of all the baggage that they think is holding them back. Nothing's holding them back. They just need to do what they're told.
So you did this, and that hit 34,000. Now the next month you did this, and what you
Now
hit?
here, this was funny. Is I actually did.
So I told you this would make you 30,000.
And it made me. I didn't actually do.
So I underpromised.
You underpromised.
I just saying.
So I was aiming to do 60 enrollments in March. Okay, 60. That's 2 a day. I missed it. I only did 54, and I had 34,000 in income. So the next month I thought, okay, well I can do 2 a day. Missed it again. Did 56 enrollments, but I made 45,000.
So you made more.
I got a $10,000 raise just from following the same plan because this is residual.
Right.
So all that money was still coming in. So I went and put 56 people in. I made that month 45,000. The next month I made 51,000, and I still hadn't hit 2 a day consistently. The first month I actually hit 2 a day consistently. The first month I did 60-something enrollments in a single month. We made $62,000.
So I underpromised.
Yeah, by about half.
So now check this out. So check this out. Now I underpromise, right? Now he starts doing it. Starts doing what I said in this webinar, which is what we just told you to do, right? We'll tell you how to do that too in this webinar tonight as we go around. We'll tell you how to get 2 sales a day. That's easy. The bonus, we're going to show you how to get big money faster. Okay. Now here's the thing. When you look at this, right? He did this, which I told him on a webinar, and it worked the first month he did it, right? Now you're still doing this.
Yeah.
And now you're making $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
And you're just doing this.
Right. And it still just takes.
So basically, you're doing the same work. You're just getting more money. I just like to say
money.
get money. Can you just say get money?
Just get money.
His voice sexy. I mean, it's not like Toby Black's, but you know.
Just get money for doing nothing.
Just get money. Now
That's even more fun to say.
Last year, you put down the phone, and what happened?
I picked up the paycheck.
You picked up the paycheck. Here's the thing, right? How many prospecting calls you made last year?
I have not made a phone call since I've been here.
Hey, do you think now you've been in network marketing for how long?
18 years.
How much have you paid for training in 18 years? How much have you paid for training total?
Including travel?
If you're going to guess, yeah.
$250,000.
$250,000. What do you think this is worth compared to what you've paid? If you're just going to say what you did before was worth $250,000, if you're going to say that, which maybe it wasn't, how much do you think this is worth?
You're talking about just the master's course?
Just the master's course.
Just the master's course, $25,000. It's worth 10 times what I paid for another home study course. I paid $2,500 for a home study course one time. The first 2 hours of that product exceeded everything I got in the other product.
Now, sometimes people think our stuff just teaches people how to sell our stuff, and it's funny because most of the time they're company owners trying to keep their downline from joining because people are making money easier here than their thing, you know.
And they've never actually seen the product.
Yeah, they've never actually seen the product.
They just assume that it's about selling Empower. It's not.
They do, but now you said something really interesting on your Facebook wall just the other week. Somebody said, well, what would you do if something happened to Empower? You remember that?
I would just go do what I'm doing now.
What you learned here.
Right.
And you just go do it somewhere else.
Right.
And you wouldn't be picking up the phone,
I would never pick up the phone.
But you'd be picking up the paycheck.
I'd be picking up the paycheck.
You're a badass. Give him a hand, everybody. Tony Ryan. So the formula is, again, get 2 a day and just get the damn products. Now, you guys sometimes you say, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get around to it. Well, how many people we got left, Dave?
Well, I just checked 12 sold since the webinar started, so what's that, 18 left?
18 left? Yeah.
18 left.
So we got 18 people left that can take advantage of this bonus training, which we're recording tonight. You know, I think this is just fun, you know, selling stuff. I love to sell stuff, and I love it when you buy stuff too, so thank you.
Me too.
All right, so we've got the formula here, get 2 a day, get all in, and then here's what we're going to do. We're going to teach you how to do it faster, and we're going to teach you how to evolve over time. Okay? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it around to the leaders. Okay? So we need some help. One person helping with one of the cameras. Okay? And here, yeah, Tony, you could help because you're just up here, and we're going to go around and we're going to interview. Or should we just have people come up here? No, let's go around. It's funner. Let's go around. It's funner. Okay.
Funner.
So you guys can feel free.
You make
here, I'll hold one.
$1.9 million in commissions. You can just say funner if you want.
You can say funner if you want to.
Yeah.
Somebody said you can't say funner. It's more fun. And I say whatever the fuck I want. Right, so all right. So real quick, Dave Sharp. Now, Dave Sharp's going to be in the bonus product, so I get to interview the man, the myth, the legend, Dave Sharp himself. Actually, some of you, hey, somebody want to help out? Somebody want to help out here? You want to hold this just real quick and just make sure we're in the photo on, because we got 2 cameras going on. So this is Dave Sharp, co-founder of Empower Network. Now, I didn't. You know, we chose to be business partners. Now he didn't choose to be business partners with me because I was a weenie, and I didn't choose him because he wasn't making any sales. You're making money before Empower Network, direct response marketing. He's got a gift and a talent, and you study every day, right? You still, people say, oh yeah, he's doing what? No, he studies hours a day. He studies this stuff. He's brilliant, right? He's like, Dave, I saw this banner ad the other day, and I flipped out. That thing was so sexy, right? I mean, he says things like that to me, and I'm like, Dave, it's a banner ad. He's just into marketing in a weird way. It's like a girlfriend to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess it's more like
it's my marketing. Now here's the thing,
Marketing
right?
mistress.
So Dave, 10 people. Now we're talking from a perspective not as owners, right? And we're not making income guarantees. We're just saying possibilities. I just rhymed because I'm getting around Mr. Black, right? I don't know where he's at, but
he's rhyming
I'm
somewhere.
getting my rhyme back.
He's rhyming somewhere.
Right? Right, but here's the thing. Now it's possible for somebody to turn this around a lot faster than a month.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes people are like $5,100. Well, that's a lot of money. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of money if you don't make more than that back by going out and working your ass off. Right. That's the only time.
Yeah.
But we teach you how to actually make money applying the information, right? Not just here, but anywhere. Then $5,100 is less than a semester of college. It's less than I've paid for seminars. It's less than I've paid coaches. It's less than I paid my first year of college, which I didn't even go to class, and I still paid more than that. You know what I'm saying? Not even including my room and board, right? And I just skipped every class because I hated it.
Yeah.
I was broke people teaching me how to be boring all day, right?
Or stay broke.
Yeah, and I'm not insulting, if you went to college, because a lot of smart people go to college that don't make any money too. So it's not just you.
Right.
but here's the thing, right? We
Chuck thought that was funny.
Wait, stop for a second. So tonight you're going to share some insights, obviously here now with people, but you're going to share some insights on how to turn money at dinner. You know what I'm saying? Now we can't get you drunk because you don't drink. You know what I mean? So the real secrets might not come out. No, they'll come out. But
the funny thing
what
is,
can you teach people? What can you teach people from your perspective in our little bonus?
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is first of all, I mean, I go out.
I'm gonna go check how many people we.
Yeah, we sold. We probably got several more sold. The funny thing is that I don't drink, and when we go out, I'm usually the most obnoxious one there. So they're like, "Who's that drunk guy?" And it's like that guy doesn't drink. The rest of them are drunk. He's actually the sober one. But so here's also one thing that I want to point out to you guys is that 100 people paid $5,000 for this training already. If you think about that, when we were selling this from stage, because we offered this product back in Atlanta when we did our very first event, and when we were counting down the value, right? We were price buffering as well, and we'll teach you about price buffering. We'll essentially teach you as we're going through the course in this master's course. We teach you specifically how we've done $1 million in sales from stage, and we break down exactly how we do this. So what I want to do is talk about first and foremost the value of actually what you get inside of the product, because a lot of people, they think, just like Dave was talking about, that these products are just here to for some weird, ridiculous reason. The truth of the matter is what we actually break down inside of this product is we break down what we've done specifically, for example, in month 1 to do over $250,000 in commissions without residuals. How did we do that? How did we take an idea from conceiving an idea and taking it and turning it into a real business, right? A lot of you sit around and you stare at your computer for hours and hours a day. You have all of these ideas. You don't really know how to take that idea and actually implement it. But the truth of the matter is it's very simple. Jose, for example, is a great implementer. A lot of you have great ideas, but you don't know how to take it from idea to actually make money.
Just real quick, I don't mean to interrupt.
How many more sold in the last 5 minutes?
5. Somebody was asking how to buy. Okay, if you actually log into your if you're not affiliate, if you're not in Empower Network, if you haven't bought one of our products, you actually just hit the button below and buy. All right, and then just buy that, and you'll be taken to another video and buy the next product, and just continue to buy until you've bought everything. Now, That's how, right? But if you're already in, it's real simple. You just got to log in to EmpowerNetwork.com. You do it in a different window so you can keep watching.
Right.
And then hit the tab that says the Master's Course. Hit the tab that says the Master's Course. Okay, just hit that tab. Now there's a couple steps you need to follow. What you need to do is hit the buy button. You need to actually call your financial institution, because sometimes they'll block your card, and then your card will be blocked till tomorrow or whatever. If you call in advance, there's 24-hour departments, because sometimes banks will block $3,500 transactions that happen late at night. It's just how it is, right? It doesn't matter what you're buying. You know, I went to a jewelry store today to buy my wife an anniversary gift, and they blocked my card, okay? Because it's a large purchase. So what you do is you log in, you hit that, you could call your bank, say, hey, a $3,500 transaction is about to go through, just want to let you know I approve it, and then hit the submit button after you do that, and then you need to actually sign an authorization form and re-upload it. Okay, and then hit the submit, and then we'll finish processing the order. So I just want to let you know that somebody's asking that, and you could go ahead and do that. So I'll be back in a sec. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no. So I mean, just to keep it real and keep it brief, the truth of the matter is a lot of people bought this course within 20 minutes for $5,000, and what did they really pay? They really paid $5,000 plus travel, plus all of the meals that it took to get down there and back. So I mean, most people paid $10,000 for this information, and we're not even really, and the truth of the matter is this what I love about Empower, is we don't sell anything. We just give you the opportunity to be able to buy it for a massive discount. So I mean, most people paid $10,000. You can, if you're the next 22 people or whatever right tonight on this live stream or this live webinar, then you can get it for a discount of $3,500. Guys, that's a big deal. But back to the value of the product, inside of this product, something magical happens when you're in a group of small, kind of, instead of a huge event, you're a small group. That was 100 people down in Costa Rica. So the juices were flowing, no pun intended, I mean get your mind out of the gutter. The juices were flowing, right? The juices were, we were in Costa Rica though, and the juices do flow in Costa Rica. You know, I mean in many different ways. But, you know, guys, when we're in a small enclosed, something different happens. Something different happens when you're in a small mastermind group opposed to being in a huge event. Now, should you get to all the events? Absolutely, because that does a couple of things for you. You learn, but also you inject your team members with a culture. So that's why you never go to an event alone. You always drag somebody there, whether you don't have somebody in your team or you've got a team like Chris Record, where he brought 80 people, or Tracy Walker, where he brought 80 or 90 or whatever people, and your income doubled from Atlanta to San Diego. But something magical happens at these small events. What happens is the real secrets come out. And I'm just going to give you a little secret. The secret is that there is no secret. But here's the real kicker, is that there's information that everybody knows in here inside of this room today that's allowed them to go from exactly where you're at right now to where they are at right now. And the truth of the matter is there's no difference between those people. There's no difference between me and you. The only difference is that I had the opportunity to get in front of a group of people like what we had in Costa Rica and learn some information and then learn how to apply that information. And that's the disconnect between having a head full of information and not knowing how to implement it. Guys, for example,
let me actually here. Can I interject?
Yeah,
real quick?
Sure.
And somebody know their password? Actually, wait, no, I'll do that in a sec. We need to delete some wussbags who are leaving dumbass spam comments. Hey, I want to say something to you. If you're leaving spam comments on this site right now, you are a wussy. Okay, just saying. For the guy who's leaving the spam comments in the comments, everybody now on the webinar thinks you're a puss bag. So stop it. Okay, so here. So here's the thing, guys. Now you were making money before you came to my house last year, right? He came to a seminar at my house, right? And you were making good money when you came down.
Yeah.
But you weren't making $1 million a year, right?
No.
Now, think about this. We made that original Costa Rica product, the $500 one. You could get this where Empower Network spawned from this product. Okay,
Right.
Lawrence was there, you were there, I was there. Only 3 people in the room that were there. Right? Funny how every single person that's in this room that was there is now making over $100,000 a month.
Period.
Okay, I mean that says it all.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Guys, for a second. Yeah, it gives me goddamn goosebumps, man. Now,
the ex-Baptist gospel singer just went.
Here's the thing.
So here, guys, if you want to be around a group of people who just, do the abnormal and it's okay and you're allowed to be yourself and say what you want to say, then join now.
Yeah, join now
And meet us at the next event and hang out with us.
He made $1 million next year. Now here's the point of that, right? You got all in.
Yeah.
With me and Power Network, right? So it's not just information; it's information, decision, and action.
Yeah.
You've got information now, so he can teach you a lot of wisdom. Is my point, and we're gonna film some bonuses.
Yeah.
You're one badass partner.
Well,
brother.
one last thing.
Yeah, buy now.
Immediately. You don't even have to wait, though. Immediately, as soon as you buy the master's course right now, you can delve right into the first couple of modules, and I actually go into culture building, aka cult building. Now, is that building a bad cult? Absolutely not. Have some of the secrets and strategies that I teach inside of that module been used for evil before? Absolutely. But the cool thing is that you can use these for good, just like we've used them here to impact and influence people all over the world, and you can learn the skill sets to be able to not only have better relationships with your team and make more money, but also how to enhance your life with your wife and your kids. These principles, these concepts, to be able to communicate and to be able to improve your language can basically enhance your life in ways that you never thought possible. You can get that literally in the first module of the master's course, so you don't even have to wait for the bonus video that we're going to shoot tonight. You can buy right now and log in and get that immediately as soon as you take action right now, so you don't even have to wait.
Hey, can somebody log into just one more computer, log in, and maybe on a phone so we don't interfere with the internet connection for at low speed, and just log into the master's course? So we can actually just read those off and tell people what they're going to get as we go around. So here's what I want to do. I want to go over to... Now, wait, hold on real quick. Who is at the master's course? How many people are actually at the retreat? Okay, so I'm going to go there first, okay, for Peter. So Peter's holding this now. Can somebody replace him? You got it?
Nobody.
Jose? Now, real quick,
Nobody
guys.
can replace Peter.
Just real quick. Let's put the camera on Jose here real quick, right, just for a second now. Some of you guys don't know Jose. Jose.
Oh, put the camera on. I thought I was holding the camera.
No, you're gonna. We're gonna come back to you in a second, but you're gonna hold it. Jose, just curious, who's done the biggest I Am launch ever? I'm just curious who's done the biggest.
Besides Frank Kern?
Yeah, besides Frank Kern, who?
I think we had one of the largest online.
Was it $10 million?
Yep.
So
well, it was $6 million in 48 hours, but over the course of our launch, it was to over 10 million.
I'm just saying there's some badasses in the room, that's all. That's all.
Right here?
Yeah. Now, this badass man, he's offering to hold the computer, He ain't no wussy, right? So, now, you were at the master's course.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, here's a guy who was at the master's course, sitting in the room. You're actually in the sales video for it. Now, by the way, guys, again, you can buy the master's course. If you don't have the master's course yet, if you haven't bought it yet, you just log into Empower Network. There's actually a link right below this live stream, all right? And you can log into the master's course there. You just click on the button that says master's course, and a button will pop up. You can buy it there. And you're going to need to download the authorization form, all right? So we can just, validate you're being honest and not sneaking someone's card in there, right? So you just download that, sign it, upload it back, just scan it.
Kevin and Melissa actually just received, and also if you choose to be an affiliate, which most of you, probably on this webinar are, obviously the first sale will qualify you to earn commissions, and you can actually start getting emails like this
what's
that
it
say Kevin and Melissa or whatever your name is.
Hold on a second.
You just earned a $3,000 commission. Kevin and Melissa just earned one just
hey, can
right
you unlock
here,
your
right
screen, dude? I don't know how to use phone.
Oh, go down.
Here we go.
That's
Just want to show you this. The email. Let's see. Show this camera first. You just earned $3,000. Congratulations! Everybody, give him a hand. Okay. Now you guys can see too. He just earned a $3,000 commission. Dude, that's it.
Can you put
do that once a day? You make $1 million next year.
Can you put the camera on just Melissa here real quick and just show just how beautiful she looks as she makes $3,000?
No, I just want to point out. Hey, just real quick. How does it feel to just make $3,000? I'm just wondering.
It's really fun because I really didn't do the work.
What kind of work were you just doing when you just made that $3,000? How much work were you just doing as you just made this $3,000?
As you can see, I was stretched out on this chaise lounge here next to the fire here at Dave Sharp's house. This is rough, man.
Yeah, I mean, now, are you a little thankful maybe that your husband spent the rent money to get in?
Yeah.
Now you ain't no wussy. You're like, well, I need to do this, and we don't have money, so you know what?
Yeah.
He just freaking did it, and didn't even tell you.
Yeah.
And then you know what he did? He went and made some money.
Yeah.
You got a badass husband, and you're badass too.
Yeah, and
I'm
it,
just,
it
you
pays that would pay the rent several times over.
So now she just made enough. We just do nothing to pay. Goddamn, that's badass. All right, so we got this guy now here, Peter.
Yeah.
Right. Now we met for the first time in Costa Rica. Or we before that?
Vegas, especially actually,
Vegas?
where I live in Vegas.
He hunted us down.
I hunted you
Oh
down.
yeah, you came to that thing.
Came to a little live event before I was was checking you guys out.
Oh, I was about, remember that guy that got up and stormed out of the room?
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. Literally, this guy, I don't know if he's drunk or what, but in the middle of the meeting, just got pissed off what Dave was saying. And literally
started screaming and
started
yelling at me.
screaming and yelling, and the next thing you know, he's just in your face like this. And I thought
was
something was
like-
about to go down for a second.
And I said, dude, if you don't like what I say, then the door's that way. Get out.
Right, leave.
Yeah, and he left, and then everybody clapped.
Yeah.
Right, so
They're
he
like,
left-
stop being a wussy, or
he
something
left,
like that.
He left and said, stop being a wussy. Kind of like everybody in the
by the way,
comments.
that was-
So, anyways, you came to the master's course.
Yeah.
Right. He came to the retreat. Right. You've spent money on education before.
I've invested tens of thousands of dollars, and much of that money I didn't have actually as a young entrepreneur, putting on Aunt Visa and Uncle MasterCard.
Now, how much money did you make the month before you came to that event?
I've made like $2,500, I think that month, $3,000.
So he was making money in Empower
Making a
before.
little bit of money, just
Now
getting
you took
started.
that information there.
Yeah.
How much did you make the next month?
The next month I made over $10,000, got in the top 25 of the whole company for the big contest I had.
So taking that information and
Yep.
just applying it.
Yep.
Right? Now, how much is that information going to be worth to you think this next year?
Seven
We're just talking the information, not the actual commissions.
7 figures.
Now, how much did you make last week from the master's course, from selling it?
I've gotten like 2 sales. I know for a fact I had a $4,500 day the other day. I've made over $7,000 in the last week, and I have a teammate, Nicole, big props. She's on her way to the UPS store right now to send in her verification to get her master's, literally right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Hey, dude, congratulations on the $3,000
Is it down?
commission, right? So as we've been doing this webinar, oh, wait, check your connectivity. No, we're on air still. We're on air. Yeah, it's just having difficulties, so let me switch cameras here and then come back. And maybe that'll fix the problem. But if you guys are having difficulties or whatever, it's okay, just buy. Now here's the thing. So you took this information, you came out, and now you're on track to make. Oh shoot! Hey, somebody needs to connect back this internet connection. Somebody needs to connect back on here and maybe plug this thing in, or get a different computer. You want to get this computer? Yeah, Dave, your internet's off. If you want to go reconnect it.
Does this work? Will this work?
Oh, you know what, dude? Why don't we go into your office and just bring people in?
Okay.
Why don't we do that? You want to just bring people in? Yeah, come into the office here with the camera. So here, come for this one. We're just going to keep talking. So what you've made from the master's course, you've taken that information, you've applied it, and you've created a 6-figure income.
And
So
I
guys,
just got
are
a
you there
text.
still?
Well, it's in. App is uploaded. Talking about going through some. Yeah. Anyways.
So the app is uploaded.
So you'll probably.
So you just made $3,000 right now. Now here, can you go on here real quick? Make sure we're still live. Okay, cool. We're still live. I think on this computer. Hey guys, are we still live? Okay. Sorry for the disconnect. I think we had some people drop off the webinar there from it. So guys, invite people back on. We're going again. I believe it's still on here. Click on this real quick, if you can.
Should we bring another chair in here?
Yeah, bring another. Well, you got the hand.
Feel?
You got the hand. It's cool enough. Now here's the point, guys.
The hand right here.
Yeah, totally. No, we did.
We got it. Are people on? You're now hidden from the broadcast. You'll not be broadcast. Hey, your audio is muted. Here. Click on the in the audio thing. Here, let me mess with this dude. Is this not? This is messed up. Let's do this. All right, so guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep talking, okay? And I want to point something out. All right, as we're getting the stream loaded back on. What I want to point out is that you just took this information, you applied it, okay? And you're on track this month to make more. You're on track to make multiple 6 figures. You're on track to do 12
This will be my biggest month for sure.
Yeah, you'll make 30,000-40,000 this month. Just taking that information a few months later.
Yeah.
So was it worth it to you?
Oh, absolutely. And I'll just say this, like you had said, I was just getting started. I got all in, went to the first event they had in Atlanta, and from that I was like, I just got to do whatever it takes. Found the money, got all in. But I knew I needed to be at that course. And
So you didn't have the money?
No, I did not. I mean, literally,
You bought it that weekend though, didn't you?
No,
Oh, you didn't. You okay?
I didn't have
It
the
took
money.
A few days to come
I
up.
set the intention. I go, I will be in Costa Rica. And from that, literally, it was like a few weeks prior to the event, I actually texted Sharp. I texted Dave, like, hey, bro, you guys have a spot because potentially you guys are pretty much filled up at that point.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I want to be there. I'm gonna make it happen.
We opened a spot.
Yeah, literally like
We
2
opened
weeks
the spot.
before the event, I got in there and flew down, made it happen. And taking that information, getting not only inspired, getting educated, and really being comfortable where I was at, where I was going. Because I came in this with very little online marketing experience, no email list, no paid marketing, a little bit of skills of offline marketing, but just and a hunger to take massive action to make it happen. And really learning some critical things in the master's course, and from that information, literally from a couple grand to a 5-figure month, being in the top 25 of the company.
While he's working on this line, we're just going to walk around again because it's not working anyways on this. So we're just going to keep going with this live stream here.
Sweet.
So guys, you've just taken this. This has changed your life.
Absolutely, and now I'm here. I mean, I'm so grateful to be here with all you guys, the top leaders.
Hey, you guys aren't live streaming.
Yeah, it's okay. We're still on the other your camera. So it's badass, brother. And you just made $3,000.
Absolutely badass.
$3,000 right here just now.
You guys are.
How's it feel to have a $3,000? You had some big days before. You were selling expensive stuff.
Yeah, but the great thing about this is there's also consistency and there's residual income, and literally every single month, whether I do anything or not, all my bills are covered. I've got I've got the baseline covered, residual income coming in from the first 2 products alone, and then to have $1,000 days, multi-$1,000 days, and I'm just getting started, and I'm working in mastermind with you guys, and just being here, I have learned so much, and through the individual conversations with all the different leaders, on an email marketing tip or some copywriting, and I just real quick on a story when it comes to the products and the 15K formula, just Dave a couple weeks ago did a webinar on video marketing and how to sell through video.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And talking about pizzas right now. So we talk about pizzas right now. Let me get back to videos. Well, pattern interrupt. Get people's attention. How to capture and motivate.
I actually started paying attention just now.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, fascinating.
So in that video, literally, and just from watching that 15K formula webinar, that alone was worth the price of just being all in, because the fact of the matter is that information has already inspired me from 2-3 years of having a handful of videos on my YouTube channel to literally I've uploaded probably a couple of dozen videos. I've gotten leads, I've gotten multiple sales, I have no idea who these people are. So for the first time in my life, I'm building a list, I'm making sales and making money when I have no idea who the people are, and that for me is exciting. I mean, it's one thing when and you're on the phones, and I've done that before, but to make money online, build a list, have no idea who the people are, they saw my video on YouTube, and I got that video, put it up there, and the information what I learned in the products, I mean, it's just amazing. It comes back full circle.
So you took information that you learned in the Costa Rica Intensive, and you've also taken information in the 15K formula, right, which is $1,000. You need to buy that too tonight.
Yeah.
Hey Dave, how many spots we got left? Hold on. 14. Okay. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 14 spots left. So log into your back office if you don't have the 15K and buy that now.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to buy that. But that webinar is webinar 4.
Yeah, number 4.
I talk about the power of hypnotic selling.
Yeah.
Right? And you just taken that. You made money the last week with that.
Yeah, literally.
Because I just did that the other week.
Yeah.
That's badass, brother. Yeah. You just made $3,000. So we got $3,000 in commissions today. Now you just need to do this every day.
Exactly.
Now here's the formula.
Yeah.
Here, guys, look at this for a second. If he does this every day, right? What did you just do?
I got someone in for 25.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was sitting there talking to you, and he just made $3,000.
I mean, honestly, I'll say this, and this is the biggest thing, is the biggest power that the team, the community, and the system is. I got someone in for 25. They experienced the team and the culture and everything that's going on. They just said, you know what, this is a no-brainer. I got to make it happen. Find the resources, whatever I got to do. And literally, this person literally did everything she did and some to get the resources to go all in, and she's making it happen. And she just did.
Because she ain't no wussy.
Exactly.
So look, on this, okay, I just want to point this out. This is a few people in Empower Network. Yes, some of the top earners. All right, not everybody in here is making as much money as this room has, but there's 2 people right now, literally right now, that have demonstrated what Tony Rush has just showed you on the wall. They've demonstrated it. And not only that, you're over 3,000 today too. I don't know if you know that.
5.
Yeah, you got 5,000 today. So Tony's holding the camera and he's at 5,000.
Nice.
Now, Tony, what did you do today?
Well, I made $2,500 while holding this camera.
You made $2,500. So he's been walking around with the camera. Well, you on the live stream, he's made $2,500 just doing what?
That's just crazy, man.
I
Dude,
mean,
you're the most badass man ever.
I mean,
I'm
you
really
know
aside from
I
you,
most.
inside from you. No, you're all badass. I mean, you're making 3,000. So here's the point. 2 people, 3 people, right now that we've just talked to, have demonstrated the accuracy of the formula. All right. Now, if you just do that every day, which is just get $3,000,
right.
that's how you make $1 million a year, folks. It's
Yeah.
easy. All right, now let's go to Lawrence Tam. All right, now Tam. Now wait, real quick. Hey, Peter, one more thing.
Yeah.
You're going to share some nuggets with some people tonight. You guys have turned a lot of sales fast
Yeah.
in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight in the bonus, if they're one of the next few people that take action, okay, you'll share some of those nuggets and help them turn around their business fast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just all about whatever it takes in the first 30 days. Make this happen. Make it happen. We'll share some stuff.
You guys are doing some gangster stuff, by the way. Hey, congratulations again. So we got the Tamster here now. Now the Tamster, I know it rhymes with hamster. Don't get the two confused. Lawrence, dude, I love you, dude. I said you were like Delbert when you were out there. You know, when you weren't around. No, but here's the thing. El Tam, guys, he's the #1 all-time earner in power. Right, best month is
41,000.
141,000, not to be confused with the $141 I earned my best month in Amway. But here's the thing, right? Today I think you're actually over 3,000 too. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You don't do it every day. You know, it's not every day yet.
No.
But
it
it's
goes
like
this.
Yeah, it's like it goes like this. But you'll have 1,500 one day. I've seen you have $10,000 days, right? I remember your first $10,000 day. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It just started piling up, and so yeah, it's just crazy.
Do you believe that you'll make $1 million 2013?
Yes.
Now, wait a second here. Think about this here for a second. You believe you'll make $1 million
Yeah.
2013?
Yeah.
You notice how you didn't hesitate? You
Yeah.
notice how you didn't say and have to think about it? Wait, just one more time for you guys. Do you believe you'll make $1 million in 2013?
Absolutely.
Could you have done that had you not gotten all in?
No, I don't
Right?
see how. I wouldn't have the education.
Now let's
understanding.
think back here, because you came to my original seminar. Now we're talking about this again, the formula to $1 million. Now you didn't make $1 million last year.
No.
You just made 580,000.
Yeah.
Because it was your first year, right?
Yes.
That's okay. We're going to teach you. We didn't have the master's course though.
No.
Had we had the master's course, what do you think you would have made last year?
Pretty.
You would have made
close
over
to
$1
that.
million. You would've
Well,
made over $1
I took 4 months off too.
Oh, he took.
And I had a baby.
So you made 580,000. You took 4 months off.
Yeah.
Right now here's the thing. You came to a seminar that I did, right? That they can buy for $500.
Yes.
You came to that seminar.
Yes, that seminar.
And what was the best month you'd ever had previous to that? Ever. Online.
Online.
He was part-time, keep in mind.
Maybe 12.
Maybe 12.
Working like a slave.
But consistently, how much would you profit?
Oh, 3.
3,000,
4.
right? Now he came down, you were about ready to do what?
Quit.
He's about ready to give up on his dreams.
Yeah.
Why were you about ready to quit?
Did you just work? You just quit grinding, and then you hope it's there, but you just.
Yeah, well, your wife is probably getting a little irritated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, folks, you know, every woman in the world will get irritated if her man ain't making no money for long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm just being real. Now she'll still love you if she's a good woman, but she'd be like, I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? But no, you had a good job as an engineer, so she's like, why are you doing this steamy ass internet stuff?
Yeah.
So she didn't. No, she's a great gal, by the way. Great mom. He's a great father. Always eating dinner out with his wife and stuff like this. Now you came to that seminar, changed your life, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean that.
And they can buy that for $500.
Sure can.
Right? Now that second seminar, you came to yet another frustration, didn't you? The phone. Because he listened for a while, but then he started picking up the phone again. And I said, Lawrence, I'm warning you, brother.
I'm warning you.
I warned you, didn't I? Now, he picked up the phone. He picked up some little paychecks, right? But then he came to that seminar.
Yeah.
And he was floating around in a noodle in the ocean with Rashkin over there.
Rashkin.
Here, turn the camera over to Rashkin. And Rashkin was like, dude, you got to put that damn phone down.
Just made $3,000.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Rashkin just made $3,000. Look at this. Congratulations, you'll earn a $3,000 commission. Okay, so just back over here. So, hey, Rash, the formula works, doesn't it?
Hell yeah, it works. Why wouldn't it work?
Oh, hold on a second. Hey, Dave, how many we got left, brother?
We got about, I think we're down to 10 or 11.
Rashkin just got one. When was the last time you checked?
Well, just about 5 minutes.
Okay, guys, we're down to I think 10, maybe 11. So if you haven't done it yet, log into your back office right now. Right now, okay? There's a link below this. Log into your back office right now, and you need to buy everything and be one of the next 10. Now, you can do that by clicking on the tab that says Master's Course. You're going to need to, I'm going to suggest you call your bank to make sure they make your card go through, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to call your bank and make sure that they know. And some people say my bank's closed. There's a number on your back of your card that has a 24-hour line. If there's something that happens with your card, you can call that line and you can say, I need you to approve the charge for $3,500. Okay, so back to Lawrence Tam here for a second. Right, now Lawrence Tam, you came to that,
Yep.
you took 4 months off and you made $580,000. Do you remember that conversation we were having when we were sitting there and you were like shaking your head like this and you said, Dave, I just don't believe. You remember that?
Yeah.
And now, 13 months later, we're back doing this again. We're back doing this again, right? And I don't say, are you going to make $10,000, which is what you couldn't believe,
Yeah.
right? I say, are you going to make $1 million? And he says, yes.
Yeah.
You see that? That's because you went to the master's course, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. My belief, my financial thermostat is at another level now.
I know. It's if you're under 50,000 and it's like the last week of the month, you're like, what the hell's wrong? I know I haven't done anything this month, but this just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But that never happens. So, anyways, Lawrence is badass. Give him a hand, everybody. All right.
Yeah.
So he made $3,000 now. Actually, look over to Rash. Hey, Rash. Just saying. I know you, dude. You've had like $20,000 days and shit. You know what I'm saying? So $3,000. I mean, it buys toilet paper. You know, it's not much to make every day for the Rash. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But you just demonstrated what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've had some big days in our business. I mean, we had a $77,000 weekend. You know, being on the phone for maybe 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just, you know, having some conversation with people. But yeah, I just made $3,000 of, you know, and didn't even have to do anything. We were just hanging out. I was actually being interviewed out there for the, you know, for the video series.
So you were out there. You weren't even on the live stream.
No, I wasn't even on the live stream. I was just sitting out there, having a sip of water and talking to the videographer, and next thing I know, we made $3,000. And you know what? If we were only at the, you know, basic membership, how will we ever make that kind of money? You can't even make that at the Inner Circle or the 15K. Or
yeah.
I mean, you got to be all in to make this kind of income and lifestyle, because it just doesn't commission that high. So.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the ones that convinced me to add a $3,500 product. You remember having conversations about it?
Yeah.
Because I, you know, when I started in Power Network, I'd never sold expensive stuff. You know, talk about that.
Right,
I actually had this limiting belief that, you know, you should just give everything away for free.
Right.
Right. When the reality is that product, I believe that every MLM company and the owner, every top rep, if you're a rep in another company and you're a leader making $10,000 a month or more, you're hurting your team by not going to that information in your current company. I'm just telling you, you're hurting your team by not buying. Your team is suffering because of things you're teaching them that are going to hurt them because you don't know. I'm not saying because you're not smart. I'm saying I didn't know a lot for a long time. I learned a lot. Aaron learned a lot. He shares in that product. If you do not buy it, you're hurting your downline.
Yeah, and you could be smart making $10,000 a month, but you can also be smarter and make $25,000 a month, or $50,000 a month, or $100,000 a month, because you're going to set the pace for what everybody else knows and learns.
Wait.
I got a 4,000. 1,000, 3,000.
Okay, so just want to show this to him. 815. Congratulations, Lawrence. You're a Power Network member. Christopher started the master's course. $3,000 commission. Hey, Dave. What? Lawrence just earned a $3,000. What are we up to now? 9 left, folks. Log into your back office right now. Okay, click the tab that says the master's course, and what I want you to do is scroll down. Buy. Now, call your credit card company. Now you've experienced this for years. Credit card companies block big transactions if you don't call. We want you to make sure that your transaction's approved, and you can be one of the next 9 people to order the master's course. Now, here's a question. You've been to seminars you paid $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for.
Yeah.
You ever been to something as valuable as we sell for $3,500 from a value perspective?
Not even close. I mean, these products are so underpriced and overvalued. Literally, what we pay for the master's course, $3,500. Honestly, I paid $35,000 for courses that didn't even come close, a fraction of what we learned at the Masters, and you get to do it from the computer, right in your own home. You don't have to travel anywhere. You get to hang out, relax, and just kick your feet off, crack open a peach Snapple, and just sit back and learn. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, really.
Well, you know, here's one of the things about Rashkin. See, a lot of people have egos, you know, and they don't think they need to learn when they're making good money, right? But Rashkin, he's on every one of our, you're at everything. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I want
Now,
the
you're
I
making
want
money
the edge,
before.
so I buy all the products because
Yeah.
I know if I implement just one thing from the product line or the product that I'm learning from. I mean, I'm just looking for a way to get ahead of it. You know, Lawrence and Tony, and just looking for a way to get ahead and just keep on building. And I'm just teasing when I say that. I mean, I want to see these guys make millions of dollars, and I know they will. And that's what that's why I love Dave and Dave so much, is because when we met, I knew that you cared so much about the people that I felt that it was so safe to come here and bring my whole team. And not just bring my team, because we didn't, you know what we found out is that a lot of our team had already joined before us.
Yeah.
And you know what, that didn't scare me because there's enough success out there for everybody.
There is.
A lack of people, I don't think so. Are we even saturated? Are we close to saturation? I don't think so. You know, we're just getting started. I mean, there's only, what, 72,000 members or whatnot in the company? I mean, if you think about it, you know, we're so new. We're just like a flash here in the pan, and it's, I don't want to say a flash in the pan. We're just getting going, and we're just about to start taking off. And this is the time for people that really want to not make just a ton of money, but that really want to help a lot of people. And that's what I saw in you when we met. Is I saw Dave and Dave, both Sharp, you know, Dave Wood and Dave Sharp. They really cared about people, and that's what resonates with me and Sophia the most.
Here's a question for you I got from a different perspective. For everybody here, okay, so they know, right? You ever been treated as well in another company? As
We've been treated
You've
well,
been treated well.
but we haven't been treated on a level playing field where the leaders that we're working with don't just, you know, they don't walk in front of us, they walk beside us. And they literally, when they say lock arms, you can't lock arms with somebody that's walking 2-3 feet ahead of you. These guys treat us with so much respect and show us so much love and appreciation. And we feel the same way about them as we know they feel about us. And that friendship always comes first in our business. And that's why we felt safe in locking arms with you guys and coming to this company and building a big team once we got here. Because we didn't bring a large team because a lot of our team had signed up before us.
Yeah.
Mainly because we didn't want to get into it until we knew for sure that this was something we really wanted to put our name to.
Yeah.
And so we did a little bit more research than the average person because we've been around, you know, I've been around for a couple decades now. And I know that, you know, making the right decision, you know, let me put it to you this way. I know that you don't have to be important to be successful here. And I've been around for two decades in this industry, so I have a little bit of a reputation in the industry, you know, because I've been in a lot of different companies and have a lot of great relationships, and I didn't want to ever lead somebody into something that wasn't going to be good for them or good for us. And so we took a little bit longer, knowing that we were losing opportunities every day that we kept researching and looking at the information, because our team was joining with other leaders and they had no idea that we were even looking, and it didn't scare me one bit because I knew that there was plenty of success for everyone.
Dude, you are a badass. Great having you on board, by the way.
I love being here, man.
Hey, it's my pleasure, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to, you know, you're going to make, I mean, it's not even a question of $1 million next year. You know, 3 million. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Well, here's why I want to make that much money, because I know in order for us to make, you know, $2.5–3 million in 2013, that we have to have at least 10 people on our team that are making $500,000 to $1 million of their own. And in order for that to happen, there's got to be hundreds of people on our team that are making $10,000 to $25,000, and then there's going to be thousands of people on our team over the years that are making $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000. And I know that we're going to create an army of people whose lives will never be the same again because of this moment right now. So get all in, get 2 a day, get to the event in Austin, and just focus on what we're doing, and you'll be right there with us. Because you know what? There's plenty of room for everyone at the top. There's really there's a plateau here. It's not a peak. It's a plateau, and there's plenty of room for all of us. And you know what? When you get to the top, you keep moving, because the top is just the start of a higher climb. And I bet you know that in the last year. And I've watched Dave, because Dave and I spoke at an event in 2000, what? Not 2010.
Well, you were there when I sold that original course Lawrence went to.
Yeah.
So he saw me sell that event, but this is when I was just starting to make a lot of money. You know, I just made some breakthroughs.
Yeah.
First time I sold an expensive product.
That's right.
Right.
I was at the event
that
that you sold the Costa Rica the Costa Rica intensive. I heard David Wood's name for about a year or so, and I just kept hearing about David Wood. I never met him, and we never really met. You know, even at the event that David was speaking at and I was speaking at, you know, I heard all these people cheering and laughing and clapping, and I peeked in and I see this guy in a pair of flip-flops and a pair of shorts walking around the stage talking about, you know, changing, you know, people's lives with his products and with what he knows, and not because of what he knows, but what he's done, because understanding and knowing are two totally separate things. You can understand how to be successful. I'm sure all of you, you know, understand what it's going to take, but to do it is to know it, and this guy did it, and he understands how to teach it. So when I heard that David Wood was at the event, I popped in, I saw what was going on, and I thought to myself, badass right there. And then when we got a chance to spend some quality time together in Austin at the houseboat party a couple summers ago, and we were talking all night and floating around the river and the rafts and having a good time, just laughing about our years in the industry, I didn't know about the Empower Network, but I knew about David Wood. And that was all I needed to know when the Empower Network was launched, that I wanted to be a part of it. So
that's it, man. Well, it's just the start, and it starts with you making a decision like we made, you know, when we launched.
That's right.
To get all in with everything.
Yeah.
Right now, I would do that because we only have a few spots left for the bonus. And tonight I'm going to ask you some questions about rapid commissions.
Oh yeah.
Right? How to make money fast, because we want you to make your money back fast. We want you to turn it around. Because I realized something when I got started. I actually didn't have a lot of money. I was like Kevin. I didn't even have 500 though. I had nothing. You know. And so when I got started, everything was a stretch. But I didn't just stretch financially. I stretched with what I did. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight in the bonus we're going to record and get to you. So buy now. Now, if you're not in for whatever crazy reason you're on here, hit the button below and buy. But if you're in, log in right now. Click the tab that says Masters Course. And fill in that form. Call your bank like I told you so they don't block you and then you have to get it unblocked tomorrow and miss the bonus. Call your bank, get the transaction approved, okay? Then download the form, fill it out, upload it, all right, and welcome to the All-In Club. It just feels good to be all in, doesn't it?
The All-In team, baby.
It feels wussy to not be all in. You know
I couldn't
I'm
imagine not being all in. I mean, that's how everybody feels once they get a taste of being all in. Is that it's like
it's the most awesome thing.
You put that whole financial conversation behind you when you get all in, and then you can focus on moving forward. It's almost like when you ride off into the sunset, you don't look at the horse's ass. You look forward, the direction you're going. So you get all in, you put it behind you, and then you march forward and you focus on 2 a day, getting to the next live event, and just making sure that you do what every other leader does here, and that is you got to go all in to go all out. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. So, guys, what we're going to do, thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
You rock, brother.
Always, bro.
Now, here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to go back and revisit the formula Tony Rush drew out a little bit earlier. Now, what do you do and how do you make $1 million 2013? Pretty simple, okay? Step number 1, buy everything. Now, it starts with buying everything. Why? Because if you don't make a decision that you're going to actually do it, what are you doing in life? You know what I'm saying? What are you even doing in life? You know, when I got started in 2009, I made a decision not to just get everything I needed, but to apply everything that I needed when I learned it. And I bought every tool that I could get my hands on. Didn't I, hon? This is my wife right here, by the way. I love you, sweetie. I want to say I appreciate you.
Happy anniversary.
I bought stuff with money she was making because she was working a job so I could work internet, and I worked all day and night, didn't I?
Usually, sometimes not always.
Sometimes not always. Sometimes I'd get like stressed out or discouraged or whatever, but I was all in, is the point. I was all in. I was open to everything.
He was going to make it happen, and I knew he was. He's a very driven individual, and he's also incredibly smart. So I'm really lucky that he decided to marry me, and I got to help him make his dreams come true. So
I'm lucky. I'm going to sit actually next between two gorgeous ladies here who are rich, powerful women. Now, here's the thing that I want to point out for a second. Now, you've had $3,000 days here.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Right? And you've made money for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? But when we talked about Empower Network, right, you had a need like I had a need to help people, right? And you got in, right? Now, since you've been in Empower Network, we've talked, your phone calls have gone way down.
Absolutely.
Right? What's happened to your paycheck?
It's gone way up, like Tony Rush.
You put down the phone, pick up the phone, pick up the paycheck, right? So now you believe you're gonna make $1 million 2013?
I believe it.
I think you'll make 2. You know, we need a woman, at least one woman in 2013 making at least.
Why not
me? Many women making $1 million.
Yeah.
That's just said and done, right? but we want at least one woman making at least $2 million in 2013.
Let's do it.
You're gonna do that? Is it making $3,000 a day easy? I'm just saying, if they're all in, and here, Tony, if you just go back so they remember the formula there, guys, buy everything. That's the cost. Now, if you haven't bought the Master's course yet, log in. Okay, now here's the price. It's $3,500. Okay, it's $3,500. All right, now maybe we'll change it and actually change it to $113,000 because it's worth more. But it's $3,500 right now, so log in and buy it. And hey, Dave, how many do you check in the last couple minutes?
You know what? Here's the bottom line, guys. I'm just saying. The bottom line is now's your time.
Just buy.
Now's the time to make the decision to get all in. We're actually going to go now, and we're going to go have dinner, and we're going to record the bonus for you, so it'll be ready for you when you take action. Guys, we've got like 5 spots left. I mean, right here, right now, make a decision. Now is your time to shine. Now is your time to grow. Now is your time to really release your inner badass, because, I mean, the truth of the matter is all of us. The Dave Woods, the Dave Sharps, the Tony Rushes, the Ashleys, the Tracys, the Kevins, the Aarons, we all were at a place right at one time in our life to where we had this fork in the road, and we either decided to continue to wuss out on life, or we made a decision to play big. And the truth of the matter is 12 months ago, we made a decision to play big in life, you know? Yeah. And then a bunch of other badasses said, you know what, I'm ready to play big too. And you know what, we came together, we literally locked arms, and now we're going out there making a freaking difference in not only our lives, but everybody else's lives around us. So guys, the time is now. Make a freaking decision. Get all in. What you're going to learn in the products is going to change your life.
4 left, so I'd buy.
Yeah. Now, guys, we'll see you guys on the bonus training.
Hold on just real quick. Walk out with us here, Tony, just for a second as we walk through the door. Here, let's go to dinner, everybody here. Hey, just real quick, Tony, just keep this on me as we go out to dinner to film your bonus. Now, I actually got this bonus idea from this guy here because we want to help you make more money, right? We want to help you make it faster. So we said, why not give 30 people a bonus to show them how to turn their money around fast.
Absolutely.
Right? And that was your idea.
Well,
right?
I don't want to say it was completely my idea.
I just stole it. It was my idea that I stole from him. Okay,
the idea kind of came about, David Wood was saying, hey, Chris, what are some of the cool things that you're doing right now that are creating, these $3,000 days? Because
you had a lot of $3,000. You had a $3,000 day today, didn't you?
Pretty much every day.
Yeah, every day.
Pretty much every day.
You're what, full time, 80 hours a day? I mean,
at my primary business.
Right.
I'm about 1 to 2 hours a day marketing here.
He just called his job a primary business.
I think that's actually pretty funny. It is pretty funny.
But about $3,000 a day times 30 days is what we're talking about to make $1 million. And I'm sitting here going, how on earth is it possible that you can make $1 million part-time? It doesn't even, I'm still trying to fathom that. It doesn't even make sense. But you know what I'm going to do is, David asked me if I would share these strategies at dinner. So what I'm going to do is, while we're all sitting around the dinner table, I'm going to go ahead and share some of those strategies. I don't care. Uncut. I will share exactly what I'm doing. I'll share how I'm having $3,000 days and how you can have $3,000 days. Let's just roll up our sleeves, have some fun, and go to work.
If a part-time guy can do it,
what's your excuse?
If a part-time guy can do it, can they do it?
If a woman in Australia named Christina Munoz, who's laying in her bed right now, probably typing on her side, who has a spinal disease, right, to where she can literally only stand up for 5 minutes at a time, and she's made well over $100,000 because she made a decision, she didn't make excuses, she got all in, she took action, she's meeting us on the beaches of the world. Guys, what's your excuse? The truth of the matter is we're waiting on you, baby. You own a dinner. What's your excuse?
Let's go.
Get all in, man.
Hey, I'm going to keep talking, actually, as we go, just because if there's somebody straggling, and I think we only got 2 or 3 left, I'm just going to leave stuff in your house here for a second. But here's the reality, guys. If you don't do it after hearing this, you're just wussing out. That's just it. By the way, this is a sexy hat. Babe, do you think they should buy everything? What do you think? Do you think they should buy? You look so cute. Just say buy.
No, they shouldn't buy everything. They should buy everything and then whatever else comes out.
Yeah, exactly. So you see this sexy
smart girl.
I know she's smart, isn't she? Yeah. Now, Lawrence Tam, can they do it? You think you make $3,000 a day?
If I can do it,
if
I can do it, come on.
Think they should buy? No, he's not even in, and he's our video guy. Do you think they should buy?
After 3 interviews, I was ready to buy this stuff.
You want to buy it?
I want to buy right now.
Right?
Just from hearing everyone's testimonials, I want to buy this right now.
This is badass, man. Congratulations, man. Hey, Sophia, do you think they're a weenie if they don't buy?
Hell yeah. After he's been hearing all of us talk.
If you don't get it now, come on.
Of course.
So I'm just saying, a woman just called you a weenie, and if you're a man and you heard that and don't pull out your credit card, I don't know what's wrong with you. Just saying. Right. So, hey, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Just make a decision. Get all in. We have a. I'm sure there's a spot left for you. Okay, so pull out your credit card. Make a decision. Get 2 sales a day. Follow the 8 core steps. Get all in. Get your butt to our next event, because when we meet you at our next event, we are going to show you how to take the skills that we're going to show you tonight to a next level. You're going to get to meet Tony Rush. You'll get to meet Dave Sharp. You'll get to meet me. You'll get to meet Sophia. You'll get to meet Chris Record. You'll get to meet this army of badasses, Peter. You know,
Oh,
this
look,
man-
guys, hold
you
on
know
a
what I'm
second.
saying?
The limo's out there waiting.
The limos.
Hold on a second.
Hey, wait. Let's go check this out. Where this is the way we live when we're in lifestyle. I'm just saying, guys, is when you know that your leaders are the most important thing. You don't wuss out on life. You'll get them a limo. You know what I'm saying? I've been to leadership conferences and they say, hey, take a taxi to go meet us somewhere, and I'm like, God, what wuss bags? God, we got some money. We're making tons of money together. Let's go take a Hummer limo and show people our shit. And just real quick, I mean, Dave Sharp, your house is badass. You know what I'm saying? He was a homeless man. If a homeless man can do it, can they do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
If a homeless man can do it, babe, if a homeless man can do it, if I can do it, can they do it?
Well, for
I mean,
Christmas
come
sakes,
on.
I'm
There's
not trying
2
to steal
homeless
your
men
thunder.
there.
You're homeless.
I know, and if this man can do
Let
it.
me explain something. My husband set himself on fire twice this year because we have power outages in Costa Rica, and I light candles for him. He set himself on fire twice.
Because
If
I'm
you're-
spacey.
If you're smart enough to walk around and not set yourself on fire, you can do this.
See what I'm saying? I can set myself on fire, guys. We're gonna go in the limo now, all right, and we're gonna go to dinner along with people who are all in. You know, because you gotta get. Dave, would we fly people down here who went all in?
Absolutely
Hey,
not.
Chris Record, did you buy the products or we give them to you for free?
I bought them, and you guys wouldn't even give me a discount. Just
I
normal,
wouldn't even
straightforward.
Give him a discount. He's a leader. Hey, did you buy all the products or you get them for free?
Bought all the products full price.
Did you buy all the products?
I bought all the products.
Now he's an exception. He didn't buy the Masters because he won it, right?
Yeah.
But you spoke at the Masters, right?
Right.
But you won the product by being in our top 5 affiliates, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you bought everything else, right?
Everything
no
else,
exception.
yeah, absolutely.
Right, and we make everybody in your team pay for everything, don't we?
Yeah.
No exception. Now, did you buy everything?
We bought,
Now,
we
were
bought.
you broke when you bought everything?
I was beyond broke, yes.
But you weren't no weenie.
No.
You didn't even tell your wife. You
No.
just did it. And you just went out there and made money. You didn't say, oh, I need to talk to my wife first. She didn't even know, and you still
One
did
sale,
it.
you make the dang money back.
Sometimes I talk to guys and they're like, I got to talk to my wife. I'm like, for $3,500, you need this. man.
This guy didn't talk to his wife for
His rent money.
like thousands.
And you went out there. What did you do after you made a decision? You made some money.
I made the
right?
money
You
right
came
away.
to the event, only had $500 in your checking account.
Yeah.
You came to the event, made a decision. What happened the next month?
Next month we made our first $20,000.
Folks, now he's going to be traveling in a Hummer limo tonight to come hang out with an army of badasses, and the only reason you ain't here is because you ain't made a decision.
But you know what? You can actually come hang out with us at dinner.
If you
buy
buy.
right now, we'll give you the bonus. You guys can just roll with us right from this point on. Guys, click the link below this video and just get in.
We're going to pick off where we left off with the camera guys following us to the limo. So, guys, for those of you who are all in and buy, I can't check how many spots we got left, but there's probably 1 or 2. So take action, make a decision, buy this product now. Buy this product right now. Right now. Hey, Dave, just real quick, can you just go check real fast on how many spots there are left?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just real quick. I want to make sure you can buy. And then, guys, we're going to continue off where we left off with the camera following us to the limo. And you guys are going to get a peek into what...
Guys, 3 left.
3
seriously.
left. Take action. Guys, hurry up. Hit the button right now and get one of the last 3, and we're going to meet you in the Hummer limo. Talk to you in a second.
Peace.
All right, dude. That was good.